The only way, then, to reliably evade the bias and flaws of our own thinking is the scientific method, to look for facts that disprove our own theories versus looking ways to prove out our own theory. Through science, we're able to develop questions, make predictions, observe measurements, form hypotheses that are then tested and shared. Only then can we develop reliable theories and gain knowledge. So why are human beliefs formed without the scientific method, usually, but not always, so flawed? According to Ralph Lewis, writing in Psychology Today, all of us are working under beliefs that are prone to error because we have a preference for familiar conclusions over unfamiliar ones. When we receive new information, our strong preference is to fit it into an existing framework, rather than repeatedly constructing the framework from scratch. Think about it. Have you ever been accused of doing something just because you have done something similar in the past, such as eating the last cookie? Or have you ever jumped to a conclusion only to find out later you were wrong? I think all of us have experienced this in life to one degree or another. Due to these cognitive assumptions, our own thinking actually prevents us from coming up with accurate beliefs, unless rigorously tested and treated with skepticism. To make matters worse, many beliefs work together and are strengthened by it. Interrelated belief networks work across social groups. For example, those people interested in conspiracy theories in general are far more likely to believe in flat earth theory, fake moon landings, and JFK assassination plots. Belief networks made up of those people who believe in conspiracy theories in general strengthen beliefs in individual conspiracies. This brings more people together into social groups and validates their individual beliefs. It is much easier to agree as a group than to stand up as an individual and question beliefs. When extended through social networking platforms, geographically distributed people can reach out to each other and easily share and spread ideas. Today, almost no idea is too radical or off-the-charts crazy to gain proponents. This is precisely because the ideas can quickly find traction amongst a group of geographically dispersed individuals with the flimsiest of evidence. Given the billions of people on Earth, this phenomena will seem to increase and accelerate at the speed of internet adoption globally, a very scary proposition. So why are our brains so easily fooled? Unfortunately, we all have a built-in bias to accept beliefs based upon culture, what our social group tells us is true, parents, or we can be influenced by charismatic people. We also form our own beliefs and theories. From there, most of us will filter out information that demonstrates our beliefs and theories are untrue or incomplete, and only favor positive information that seemingly reinforces our belief. Unfortunately, most people will not change their core beliefs throughout their lifespan. For example, racist beliefs. Due to this phenomenon, they will continue to look for evidence that reinforces their belief and throw out evidence contrary to them. Since we have invested personally into our beliefs, and it would be quite embarrassing and painful to admit that we were completely wrong and change, it is much easier to simply dig in deeper and defend our beliefs as correct, even if we ourselves suspect that the foundations of our beliefs rest on shaky ground. However, this is precisely what we must do. Those of us who have seen new facts or information that we have not considered before must change our beliefs. This should be celebrated, not ridiculed or judged harshly. For those of us who are able to change and grow based upon the facts are contributing to a better society by moving away from harmful beliefs. It is those who are too hidebound or truculent to change that should be admonished. It's important to remember also that we need to have love and compassion for those who ardently hold on to false beliefs, as we are all susceptible to the same condition. To sum it up, we are pre-wired to accept false beliefs, maladaptive behaviors, and many of these can and do lead to harm. However, when presented with new evidence and data, we must make the conscious decision to shift or continue to value false beliefs, which is a detriment to society and often ourselves. About my well-meaning friend from Idaho who doesn't care what people believe as long as they believe in something, I can now state with love and affection that I do not agree with this statement. I do care about what people believe because false or incorrect beliefs can and do lead to creating human misery. My goal in this podcast series is to take a fact-based evidence review to determine which beliefs we are discussing as a culture are valid, meaning their underlying assumptions are true, and the belief structures are relevant and helpful, and which ones are not and lead to harm. The focus then is to apply this lens to some of today's biggest hot-button issues, to eliminate bias as much as possible, and to come to a conclusion based upon data or scientific evidence. Please leave me your feedback, positive, negative, or neutral. It will be used to help me improve.
Thank you for listening, and keep on the lookout for my next episode, Anti-Racism, and following episodes, Distrust of the Government in the U.S.